Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the I Am Stacey Thomas Unrestricted Unlimited Talk Show. For the new people watching, what does that mean? It simply means don't put me in a box, nor my guest, because we have yet to see all that God has for us. I love it, love it, love it. I am excited once again. Um, this evening, I was blessed to have the opportunity to interview Harriet Mitchell. Welcome to the show, sweetheart.
Thank you. Thank you, Stacey. My pleasure.
Well, you know what? Your story is so interesting. Um, you make me think of Scandal, kind of. I saw
All
on your
right.
website the Master Collaborator. I'm like, really? Let's, before we get too much into what you're doing today, tell me, why are you calling yourself the Master Collaborator?
Stacey, the reason I call myself the master collaborator, because I've been collaborating just about all my life, building bridges, opening doors, communicating, doing whatever I need to do to link up with whoever I need to link up with. So I call myself the master because I can not only link myself up, but I can help you link yourself up too.
Really about to sell
Yes.
me something on
All
this interview.
right.
So it's interesting reading about you. You're not the average woman. You are
Okay.
not, let's see. No, you're not by far average because you've stepped into more than one career path.
Yes.
But to start off with, this thing looking at you, truck driver. Hmm. Truck driver to today. First, how did you become a truck driver?
First of all, I've always wanted to be a truck driver,
Okay.
but my mom thought that was just a dream, fly by night dreams. But I had a brother in law that used to drive trucks. So he used to let me go and crank the truck up, and me and my sister used to ride with him different places. And so I was like, oh, I want to be a truck driver. And my mom was like, no, you don't. And so by the time I became over 40, I was like, I'm going to become a truck driver.
Really? So you became a truck driver at 40. What were you doing? I always ask this question. When you were 15, 16 years old, because that's around about the time we think we know who we want to be or what we want to be when we grow up. What was your dream?
When I was 15, 16 years old, my dream was to, actually, Stacey, I can't remember what my dream was then because I already had two babies at that time.
Two babies at 15?
Yes, I had a set of twins. So, my path was a little different. I came in through another way.
Okay, okay, okay,
Therefore, my thought process at the age of 15, 16 wasn't like normal 15, 16.
okay,
Though I was still in school and doing activities and all that, when I came home, I had some more activity to do.
okay, okay.
So, first things first. And I had learned at that point, I had to take one thing at a time, right? Where other people were saying, I'm going to college, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I didn't quite know what was going to happen with me because I didn't see nobody life looking like mine who were on TV or doing, living their dream and all that. So I was like, okay. So I took it one day at a time. But I never lost sight of the dream of becoming an attorney and a truck driver someday.
So 15 years old,
Yes,
sounds like you had a great family because you still got to go to school.
absolutely.
So at 15, thinking about schoolwork during the day, taking care of babies in the evening.
Yes.
Still in your mind, when you had time, one day, truck driver and attorney.
Right.
You sure didn't have small things like, I mean, no job is small, but you're dreaming big, 15 with two babies. You know what I mean?
I wanted to do it all, Stacey. I
You
wanted
wanted to do it all.
the military. I wanted to do. I just was this type of person that I was compelled to do any and everything.
Okay. So you decided to do the truck driving. That's where we're going to start? The
Yeah,
truck driver.
yeah.
Okay. So what is it about trucking? What caught your attention about trucking?
thing about trucking was the freedom and making money, going different places on somebody else's dime.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just such a job of freedom. I mean, he got up and he cranked the truck up and went, and sometimes we would ride with him. It just seemed like such a fun job, and we was always going somewhere. He was always going somewhere to deliver something. So I felt like, oh, that's a way to see the world. That's
Way
what
to
I
see the world.
yeah.
Someone says, awesomeness, all praises. I know that's right. I know that's right. I hope that there are some women looking, watching this show, because we come up with all sorts of excuses of why we can't do anything,
Right.
all sorts of excuses. And then you come up climbing tall mountains.
Yeah.
So, um, in the truck,
Mhm.
did you start to get bored, or were you like working off your bucket list? Okay, I've done the truck driver, now it's time to do law.
No, it wasn't that because the strange thing about it is I still got my CDL and I still like driving, but I
Okay,
like driving when I get ready. But a
okay,
little story about when I went to truck driving school, I had already had a car accident where I had just tore up my femur. In the
okay.
hospital, 3 months, couldn't walk. They didn't know if I would ever walk again. They wanted to cut my leg off. Okay, still holding this dream of becoming a truck driver. So when I went to truck driving school, I walked with a little limp sometimes, but I don't even recognize it because they don't know my story. I'm just glad to be walking. So when you ask me about the limp, I'm like, what limp? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So all the instructors used to wonder what was wrong with me. You know, because you can't get your CDL if something not
Hmm.
physically right with you.
Hmm.
So I ain't say nothing. I learned that a long time ago. I ain't say nothing. So when I graduated truck driving school, and they said I was real hard headed, right? They was
Okay.
like, so hard headed, and why was you hard headed? And I said because I want to be a truck driver. I'm not going to give you a stick to beat me with. Okay, so if I would have told you about my accident and this rod I got in my leg and all this story, see, you don't tell your story only when you need to. I'm not nobody's victim. Okay, so
Okay.
I need any special treatment, clutching, all, driving the stick, everything, right? And so that's when I told them what happened, but that was after I got
After.
the
Okay.
PL.
Okay. So you're riding up and down the road.
And
Are
up and
you
down the road.
are you seeing people? Are you hearing about people that need protection, need help in the court? What's going on? You got a bucket list? When,
Yeah,
what happened? What the law on?
what the law came in, I always wanted to be a lawyer too.
Okay.
One day I said, I'm going to law school. And my mom said, you going to do what? And I said, the first person accept me, I'm gone. And she was like, okay, people thinking you're just talking.
Hmm.
They accepted me in Arizona. I packed up one bag, one suitcase in Arizona, going to law school.
At what age?
50.
All right. Come on with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's always a dream. When I get compelled, I can't stop until I do what it is that I'm compelled to do because it's in me, it's birthing. So,
Wow.
once something is in you and it's birthing and you don't allow it to come forward, that's on you. Because even after all that and everything I've been through and all that, people telling me I can't do that, can't do this, and all that. And like I said, I didn't see my story anywhere. So I had to create one, right?
Hmm.
And still have dreams.
Still have dreams.
Yeah, because I put all that in a pot. I can help truck drivers, I can help single moms, I can help people, I can help a whole host of people because I have a lot of stuff in my bucket. And it's not just something that somebody told me about. I lived it. That's what makes the difference, Stacey.
It that makes a big difference.
Big
I
difference.
I thank you for saying that. And nothing against people that go to school and get a degree, but if I need someone to talk to about a certain thing, or for you, for example, if I want to talk to somebody that may can motivate me, somebody that won't beat me down but give me positive words, I'd rather talk to you because you've done it. 2 babies, truck driving school,
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong,
right,
nothing wrong in my mind, 2 babies at the age of 15, things happen.
right.
But most women,
Mhm,
most women today
mhm.
would say having 2 babies, they can't do anything.
And
Any
like I said, I had a good support system, but what I learned from that was to put a spin on anything. You understand what I'm saying? When
Mhm.
I say something looks bad, I know how to spin it to make it look good or to get something good out of it. And that's what I'm good at. That's my gift. And then when once I looked at my life, at one time I had a banner of shame because I don't care where you go, Stacey, and what you do, and how many degrees you get, and how many accomplishments you get. But people always want to remind you, especially when you tell them your age, girl, by in 5 minutes they done figured it out. You were 15, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was always taking me back. But see, you can't take me back. You understand what I'm saying? Because even if I'm in the same position they in, they want to, you know, downgrade my life, my story, my life experiences. And I said, no, I'm more valuable than you because you didn't have the situation, but I did. And I'm in the same spot that you in.
so
So
I see
there's
now.
somebody else to do it.
I see now. I can't wait till we get to what you're doing today. I got one more thing.
Okay.
You're doing well, I got a couple things. You're doing all of this, right? Was it hard? African American woman. Some would say it's already hard getting a man, but when you're a strong, educated African American woman, it makes it even harder. So here you are, strong, educated, bold, ambitious African American woman with 2 children and still pursuing dreams. Was it hard dating?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
absolutely not.
It's whatever you believe and how you feel about yourself, right?
Right?
I might turn you down before you turn me down. Because see, I got value. And I know I got value. I got something you need. Now you might not take me up on it because of tradition. I've seen a lot of people because I had babies and all this and their family traditions and all that. They didn't want to be bothered with me like that. But guess what? That was okay because I was all right being with me. And see,
Say,
that's
say
I
that
ain't
again.
all right with being with me. I like Harriet. I'm sorry.
Um,
I say I let my mule get a loose, girl. I let him go sometime because when I get naked, other people get free.
okay, okay.
So when I tell my story in a need to be time, I don't go around wearing any banners and all that. But if it come up and it comes out, and I'm proud of it because guess what? I tell anybody, I do not care who you talk to, where they are in life, and what they portray to be. Guess what? Everybody done been through something. So my grandma said, "You tell it before somebody else tell it. It takes the fun out of it."
Yes, ma'am.
All people want to tell something to put some fun in. Ain't no drama, and I tell my own tea. Right.
You tell it. You tell it. Where are you from, Harriet?
I'm from Wilson, North Carolina.
Wilson, North Carolina.
Wilson, North Carolina.
Are all the women in Wilson spunky?
Yes, girl. We spent. I'm off that root.
Really?
Yeah,
So with the law, you volunteer your services also as far as law?
yeah, we do. I do. I went to law school because I understood that we do not know our way around the courtroom and
Okay,
around the court system. I
okay.
didn't go to school to be a lawyer. I went to school to be a judge. The reason why, because some of the judges that sit on the bench and they fabulous, but it's two sides of every story. And
Okay.
sometimes they don't understand it. So sometimes now when I'm talking to people, in my field or whatever, I bring that leverage to it. You understand? Because they might have an idea, these people don't want to do nothing, they always in trouble, this and that and that. But I see, I know another story. You understand? And I bring that story to the table. So that's why I call myself the master collaborator. Because after I talk to anybody, and I'm not patting my own self on the back, but I could build a bridge between anybody. And then we got to be compassionate with people because you don't know their story, right?
Whew, I
So
so agree.
and so I'm on my way somewhere else next time you talk to me.
So, and now, besides all the other awesome things, now I know you're the master collaborator. Is it okay to ask, does that mean you're a life coach? Or no, let me say this. I'm not saying it's just a life coach. Is it around being a life coach? Because I'm listening to you speak, and you would have a lot of us jumping up, ready to do some things.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to inspire, you know, massage people to their own greatness. Because see, I don't give greatness, you already have it, right? All I do is massage it and let you know that you could bring that greatness out because it's already there, right?
Right.
And then when they say I can't, then I tell my story. So you can't tell me that you can't. Because see, I don't need 100 doors open. I just need one door open. I don't need everybody to say yes. I just need one person to say yes. You understand? So I minimize things and I help other people minimize it. Because most people start out here, Stacey, right?
Okay.
And the mountain is so big. And we create a lot of mountains for ourselves. So what I do is I help them bring it in to something that they can see, something that they could do. Therefore, you don't have no excuses, right? I say, can you do this at least? And they said, yes. Well, do that. And
And you
guess what?
go from there.
Yeah, but because see, the thing is that we want to know what the next step is. We want to know the whole plan, the whole process.
Mhm.
And it's not a one size fit all for nobody. You have to work your process, right? Now, I can get you to the next step, but I don't know what your next step is going to be after that. But I guarantee you one thing, if you take that first step, the next step is coming. You understand?
Harriet, I
Yeah,
understand. Harriet, what makes you care so much? Why
because,
can't you just, why can't you take your law degree, go out there, play your part, do your part, make that money? What makes you care so much?
because, like I said, when you get to my point in life, right? My
Right?
that don't matter because that's gonna be there, Stacy. And people say, Harry, you give away too much. That's the only thing I know. Because guess what? A lot of people gave me, Stacy. Believe it or not. Yeah, it was always somebody there to take me to the next step. And half the time I couldn't pay for it.
Look at God.
I went to law school. I'm going to tell this story because I went to law school and the people, I had sent my application. Next thing you know, I'm in Arizona and this lady gave me a one-way ticket and I got everything out of my apartment. They hadn't even accepted me yet.
You knew they were going to accept you.
I knew it. They didn't. Look, they tried to put me out of class so many times. And see, this is why people can't tell me they can't do something. Every day, the financial aid people will come and tell me, look, Harry, everybody else here paying. You're not paying. It's not fair. See, I ain't have nothing to lose, Stacey. Where was I going? You understand? I wasn't going back there. I already knew what back there. I'm going this way. And after a while, that financial aid man, he was so mean to me. At the end of when I graduated, he said, Harry, you living the dream, man. I said, you know it. Because it wasn't personal. He hadn't seen anybody like me. He said, you know, I can pull you out of class anytime. I said, can I go today? So all I want, no, all I need is today.
Today.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And so that's how I tell people this is how you have to maneuver through life. This is the spin. This is the spin. You got all we always moving, but you spin it. You put that spin on, right? And so I just get excited just talking to people in general.
Also keep talking to people in general.
Yeah, just talking to people, encouraging people. If they say they got a dream, I ask them what you're gonna do about it, and don't give me no excuses because we finna get started. If you want to go, if
Then
you
you get
if
started.
anybody holding it ain't nobody holding you back. Don't tell me about these people. See, that's another thing. Don't tell me about the people, Stacey, because ain't no people back there. Ain't nobody behind me but this brick wall. This brick,
Wow.
right? And
Hmm.
as long as I'm going this way, that fireplace ain't gonna bother me no way.
So obviously, no, the word no doesn't means nothing to you.
No, absolutely
Okay.
not. Nothing. Right. Because I'm gonna get a yes. Somebody gonna say yes. Everybody don't have to say yes.
Ooh,
You
I
know what
love
I
it.
somebody say no, I said thank you.
So one of the things you're doing, I noticed on your website, you are teaching people how to communicate and manage. This caught my attention.
Yes.
Manage their frustrations in order to get their power back.
Right. You know, some of us we get angry, right?
Hmm.
And it's because, we feel like the outside is doing something to us. But once we realize outside cannot harm you, it's what you hear in here, what you tell yourself. It's not what you tell me. You can tell me all day, Harry, you can't go to Congress. But guess what? I'm going. They need me.
They
I
need
want to be there. And guess what? I enjoy it.
really.
It's no fight. It's
So
just communicating.
so you get somebody hires you and they're frustrated. They believe they have a dream, but they're too frustrated with everything else going on in the world. You're that person.
I'm that person.
You're
Because,
that girl. Look,
yeah,
you're that girl.
I'm that girl. Because, see, I know how to bring it in. And I tell people, in law school, I did this thing that I had a funnel out here with mental illness. Everybody has a little bit of mental illness, I feel like.
Okay.
But some of us don't make it through the end of the funnel. You understand? Some of us, we stay up here, right?
Okay.
But some of us know how to maneuver enough to massage ourselves so we could come out the bottom looking all right. You
Okay. Okay.
understand?
Uh-huh.
You can't fool me because I know you got a little mental illness too. So I know how to get you. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to act like I'm crazy about myself. No.
That's right. That's right.
But see, this is what I tell people. You can't do some things you can't do anything about. Some things aren't going to change. What are the things that you can do something about? What are the things that you can change? See, that's your focus, right? You get up every morning, the whole world is out there. You're not operating the whole world, right? You operate here, right? Your space. What's happening in my space? And that leads you to my book, Restart, is coming out. Because every day, all of us have to restart. Everybody. The day is a day we never seen before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody seen this day before. So everybody have to restart today. And we do it daily. Tomorrow's not promised. You do all you can do today.
And then there's another book. See, we hadn't even gotten there yet. I'm so busy. Look, trying to get in everything I can. So you're an author,
Yes,
three times published.
right. On my third,
Woo!
right.
Mother, truck driver, law degree, uh,
Yeah.
master collaborator,
Oh,
author. Congratulations. Tell us the titles of your books because I'm curious about something. Go tell us the titles.
first title was Going. Okay, that was based on my grandmother's life because she had to keep going all the time. She took no excuses from us. Okay. The next book was Now What Moments, right? Because everybody have now what moments all day long.
That's what I wanted to know.
You take the opportunity to make a decision is where you get your power from.
Say that
Don't
again.
get your power when you make a decision, left or right. Not any road will take me there. No, I want to go left. Now, if I have to go right, I don't have a problem with it, but I'm gonna make a choice, right?
Right.
People in my life, I make a choice. Where I work at, I make a choice. Where I live at, I make a choice. But see, we don't make a choice. And sometimes I feel like I might get way out there, but that's my belief, Stacey. And that's how my life works. and I'm no different than nobody else, right?
Right.
And my next book is Restart. And I tell people all of my books are motion books, moving you forward. We're not going back to the past and rehash that over and over again. I don't want to tell that story every day. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to tell another story. So every day I look for another story.
Another story.
Yeah, what can this offer me?
Wow. And I want you to be sure after this, I'd like for you to send me the link to your books so
Okay.
we can share that. I imagine this is just this statement isn't for you because you're just you're a strong woman. You're a strong woman. I love what you're saying. Do you ever, I don't even know why I'm asking you this question. When you say we have choices for who we're around, choices for what we'll do, have you ever felt guilty? Some people feel guilty for the decisions they make. They may know that it's what they really want, but because of everybody else, they feel guilty. Have you ever felt like that?
No. Ask my mom, she'll tell you. No. If it's something that I want or something that I want to do, I go for it. I don't have to explain. Who I got to explain to? We always trying to justify this and that to somebody. If you get something, you want to justify it. Why? Because you don't feel worthy of it. You could get it just as well as I can, but I ask and I go for it. And I have the courage to do that.
Wow.
So what's the difference?
Wow.
Where's the guilt coming from?
I don't know. You
Something somebody told us?
huh?
Something somebody told us?
You know what? You are that woman that women, men, you're that woman that individuals, businesses,
Mhm.
professional people, entrepreneurs, you're that woman that they need to sit down and talk to.
I'm that woman. I'm the master collaborator. I'm that woman.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I'm it. And that's why I say a lot of times we own some bad stuff, but why we can't own the good stuff too? Ain't nobody giving me nothing. I worked to get here,
I understand.
so I can own that.
These comments are really something else for you. Excuse me, these comments are something else.
But we
We had
need to
one
stir
lady,
Stacey.
one lady, I guess when I said that everybody got spunk with them in Wilson, one lady said that's all of North Carolina.
Oh, right.
So today, not only can people get help through reading your books, you're keeping things real, obviously. How would someone contact you and you tell us if there's more about what you can offer? Well, let's say this before you tell us how to contact you. Why should Stacey ask Harriet to come speak to her employees? Why should Stacey ask Harriet to come speak to a group of frustrated women who are trying to pursue a dream? Why?
Because I can not only tell you how to get there, I can show you, and I can tell you about my life. I refer myself like the Harriet Tubman, Underground Railroad. Her all day. I said they might have been free physically, but not mentally, still enslaved, right? And that's not a cultural thing. That's not a black and white issue. That's people in general. Trust me, all over. We still enslaved here. So if you want me to come talk to your business or a group of women or whatever, first of all, we got to get rid of some of those things that are not true. Because a lot of that stuff that's stopping us is tradition and stuff, beliefs that we're holding that are not true. So first of all, I got to help you sort it out. Like I asked you a while ago, where did it come from? Who told you that? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to go back and say, undo that, right? And we rock. Do something else different to break that. We got to break that. I don't care what you do something different. I don't care if it's going somewhere. If you usually go to McDonald's to get a coffee, go to Starbucks.
Wow.
Break it. It's
Wow.
the small things that'll break habits. And employees, same thing. It's the small things that'll break habits.
Right. Do you have a couch if someone comes? I was gonna, I'm saying, because you could be taking on a lot. I'm just wondering if you got a couch in your office. You could be
Yeah,
taking on a lot.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you where I am right now and what's getting ready to happen. I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
I was busy moving around trying to do everything. And
Okay.
now I'm restarting my website and everything.
Okay. Okay.
This is the way right here. And like we said, we're in a system right now. We're in a pandemic.
Hmm.
You gotta make it work for you. You still here, right?
Right.
You gotta make it work. You're gonna sit there and watch that all day, the pandemic. The pandemic is gonna be here, right? Until it gets ready to leave. But in the meantime, what you gonna do? Are you gonna go take a course? Are you gonna do it's something that we can be doing in that process, right? We don't have to sit and wait. Sit and wait for what? You got the day. Do what you gotta do. So I'm in the process. You can reach me at conversateconnect.com, and then I'm gonna have some podcasts and all that. But CEO Magazine is revamping everything. It's gonna be fabulous, and I'm gonna be able to reach a lot of people, and they're gonna be able to reach me. So guess what? This is my time. In the
Obviously,
in
obviously,
the midst of a storm.
obviously, it's been your time. I
It's,
mean,
in the midst of the storm.
yes, ma'am. And
All our time.
when I say that, because everything you've done, our picture has touched someone else in some way, not just you. And
That's
and they say based on what we've gone through, it makes us who we are today. And you're awesome. And you said you're gonna be over at CEO Magazine.
yes.
Okay, awesome magazine. I know I know the woman in charge, Sharon Oliver. Awesome place, so I guess you would agree with me if you're telling this, you would agree with me that that is a place. CEOs Club CEO is a place where women should come network and pursue their dreams if they needed help, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly
Wow.
what I'm telling you.
Wow.
Right.
I'm gonna um I'm gonna meet you one day.
Absolutely. I
So we
look,
have and the books. Where
yes.
can they get the books at?
They can get the books on Amazon.
On Amazon.
They're on Amazon, and the other one is coming on Amazon to be there by the end of the year.
So let's do this right now. Tell me, because I had it and I didn't pull it up on here.
Okay.
Name of the first book.
Going.
I'm sorry.
G Going. Going.
Okay, Going is the first book. Second book,
Now what moments
Now What Moment. Now What Moment. Okay, next one,
is restart.
Restart. And all of these are three different books by, and is this your author name also?
Mhm.
Okay. And can they follow you on Facebook or any social media platform?
On Facebook, and I'm going to be on all of them soon as CEO Magazine finish with me.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
podcasts are going to be extra.
You're
Yep.
gonna have podcasts?
Oh, I already have them. Mhm.
You do?
Yes.
So come
And
under this video and share it because we've had some good viewers on here. People have been enjoying what you're saying.
okay.
Someone says, oh, someone's bragging on you, says
Oh,
that the books are amazing.
all right.
Before we go, beautiful, is there anything that Stacey did not cover that you think people should know?
The thing that I want to leave with anybody, I don't care who you are, keep moving forward. Now that sounds simple, but a lot of us stop and look right to the left or to the right and move back. Forward, forward motion. Any forward motion will get you there.
Any forward motion.
Any forward motion will get you
Don't look to the left, don't look to the right,
right.
forward.
Tunnel vision. I tell people, I said, our title is what we do. Our name is who we are. So Harriet Mitchell, the master collaborator, forward motion.
Harriet Mitchell, the master collaborator.
Absolutely.
You making me, you're gonna have me saying I am Stacey Thomas even more.
Yeah, that's right, girl. Like I said, like, who else we got? Own it. I own all my stuff, Stacey. All of it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm wishing you the very best, and I thank you
Yes.
for being a guest on my show. And for everybody that's watching,
I thank you for having me.
thank you, sweetheart. And for everybody that's watching, thank you. Please follow Harriet Mitchell. Check out what she's doing. Don't be ashamed of whatever you're going through that you think is preventing you from being who you're supposed to be, preventing you from pursuing your purpose. I heard someone say one time, you have a gift that God wants you to share. The lady said, how dare you keep it to yourself? If you need help with that, hit up Harriet Mitchell. And as always, don't stress too much about yesterday or worry too much about tomorrow. We just might miss living today if you do. I am Stacey Thomas. Good night, beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank
Stacey.
you.